Here we go. Ready for some cooking? I forgot to turn on the little receiver for my mic. I'm using the new lavalier mic. I was all excited hooking it up, and I forgot to turn that part on. This was on, but that wasn't on. So I've been talking to nobody. I wonder if I can do a voiceover. Ah, how annoying. So I'm totally winging it today. All right, in case I start this over, I totally screwed this up. I'm starting over. I've already done some things here, but I didn't have sound, so I'll explain it. I'm winging it. I was gonna just throw something together that I could put in the oven because I have something to do, and I need to pause and take care of. So I thought, well, I'll just throw something in the oven, let it go, and then I'll eat when I'm done. So I'm using a baking dish. I'm going to throw a couple salmon fillets in there. This is wild sockeye salmon from Wild Alaskan Company, and they were the kind of the flat tail ends. So I thought, they're not as good for pan frying. At least I don't find it. So I thought, I'll bake it in something. So I'm going to make some eggs. I've got bacon, which is, I think this is done. I'm going to take this off real quick. And I've got grated cheese. It's Parmesan and Robusto, like a combo. And these eggs are organic eggs from this produce market in Hendersonville, where I pick up my meat. And I've been working on that brisket the first part of the week, so now I thought, well, I'll do some fish today. So I have my melted butter and my eggs. And there, as you can see, you can't see from there, but there's 4 yolks, 4 yolks in there. But really only 3 eggs. I had a double yolk, which is pretty crazy. So I'm going to use this baking dish to grab this bacon. Turn that off because it's hot. And as I was saying before I turned the sound back on, I was talking about the scrambled eggs, and I said, speaking of scrambled, my brain's a little scrambled today. I did this intense workout this morning. It was like this endurance thing. Whew. I can barely even think right now. All right, we're scrambling the eggs. And another thing I still have some juice left over from that brisket. I'm gonna to put a little of that in there too. I don't know if that's gonna ruin things or not, but I'm still thinking. See, I'm just making this up as I go along. It was just something I was gonna throw together so I could have something to eat. No plan, no nothing, just pure winging it. My specialty. Okay, now, I think I'll cut this up, this bacon. We're gonna put it in there. How about that? We're gonna put these fish in. Skin side down. So we got the fish in there. Now I'm gonna put this over here. Oh, I got a knife. We're gonna cut this up. This looks like it's gonna be a little crispy. It certainly is. I'm hoping this mic works okay. I actually didn't test it on a video. And like usual, you know, I'm not following a recipe. I'm making this up. So sometimes people ask me for recipes. I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, we are going to put some salt and pepper. I'm trying to decide if I should put anything on that salmon. You know what? This is my usual salmon spice. I'm just going to put a little bit on that so it'll be in there. Kind of in there. Just a little. Put a little pepper, ground pepper. So if anyone ever, you know, if you're curious about a recipe, you're going to have to watch one of these videos. Take notes, because I don't take notes. Sometimes I'll do something and I'll go, what did I put in that? It's like, I don't even remember what I put it. Okay, this is the Redmond sea salt. Put a little extra on the fish too. And there's a bunch of nice bacon grease in there, which wow, it's still hot. I gotta scrape this pan real quick. Sometimes you can get some crispy bits. There we go. You can watch me do this too. This is my jar of bacon fat. And we are going to add this to it because it's nice and pure. There's nothing else in here except bacon. And it went on the counter. I'll have to clean that up later. I'm trying to decide if I should put the cheese in the egg or put it on top. Good question. I'm going to put the bacon in here though, for sure. Oh, you know what? I'm putting it on 225. If I was going to try to get this done quick, I'd do it like at 350, but I'm just going to let it go slow, low and slow. Even though it's not meat, it's fish. Now, let's see if... I'm still trying to think if this needs something else. No. We'll just go with this. Hopefully this is enough eggs. I'm gonna have to add. Let's see. Spread that out a little. What is that? is. Oh, that might be butter. I hope. Yeah, I guess this will work with the cheese, I guess, on top. I might want to do, because it's a wide dish, I was going to use a smaller dish, but I couldn't get the fish in side by side, so I guess I could have stacked them, huh? I'm going to do another couple eggs. I'll just load up on the eggs here. So this is how you wing it. You just make it up as you go along. So sort of mix that in with the other eggs. That worked pretty good. You know what? I might not need this stuff here. Let's see what we got. This was actually that, this was that gravy. I still had a little bit of that left. Not a whole lot. From when I made that schnitzel. That's it. Huh. So yeah, maybe I'll just use this gravy. Because it actually has some cheese in it too. So we're just gonna put that on top. That's hasn't thawed out yet. There's like a disc of gravy sitting on top. Now we'll just sprinkle it with this cheese. It's gonna be a cheesy mess, but it should be good. Am I breathing? I feel like I'm breathing too heavy. There we go. I'm thinking, is there something else I need to put on top? I don't know. Is there, I mean, I could put something, maybe I'll sprinkle a little parsley. I don't normally use stuff like this. Hello, Smokey. You got something in your bowl over there. Go look. I gave her the salmon juice. That means the oven's up to temperature. All right, so this is what it looks like. It's got the cheese in there, and I put a little bit of parsley on the very top, just for color. And hopefully, I have no idea what's going to happen with this, but hopefully the egg will kind of rise, and I'm going to cover it first, and then maybe brown the top after it gets near done. So let's throw it in. Let's throw it in and see what happens. All right, now I have no idea how long to let it go. That is a good question. I'll just have to check it. So we'll be back. Okay, I just took this out of the oven. It's been, I don't know, maybe an hour and a half or so. Maybe not quite. And let me just show you. Remember earlier, or maybe it was the last video, I said if you see me blankly staring at the screen, it's because I'm seeing if the numbers are moving. Well, I just did this whole intro, taking the lid off and all that stuff, getting the plate out, and I looked over and it's still on photo. Anyway, look at this. This is because I was contemplating taking the lid off at some point and browning the cheese, but I didn't have to. It got brown. It smells really good though. I think it's gonna be good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set you up a little bit closer so you can get a close-up of me cutting into it. And we're gonna see what it looks like on the inside. So you're not gonna see my face for a second. Okay. I got the little knife. So I'm trying to remember which direction I had the, oh, there's the one. Okay, so the fish goes that way. Let me turn this thing this way. And I was just guessing on the cook time, so who knows how the fish is. We're gonna find out. I'm going to slide, because this is where the fish is. So I'm going to go down the middle this way. And then we're going to do, this is a slice, and this is just cheese, or I mean cheese, egg and cheese right here. The corner piece. I don't know if this is the right spatula. Get a smaller one. Doesn't come out as easy as I thought. So that's what it looks like. Now, we're going to do some slices just so we can get a cross section. Otherwise, I would just take that whole piece because I would have no problem eating that. In fact, I could probably eat this whole thing. Let me set that down. Keep this dish from sliding. Actually, now that I got the corner piece out, I could probably use this one. So probably get under it better. There we go. So there's the salmon. That looks pretty good. You know, I'm going to put this on the plate, but it's almost like it needs something else to go with it. Let's do one more slice just to keep it uniform. It did stick a little bit though. That I wasn't prepared for. Whoa, that was close. All right, we got it there. There's the last two pieces. Yeah. So now you can see it. It's not the greatest presentation. I'm thinking, like, what could I have put with this to make it a little cooler? I don't know. Sardines? Let me contemplate that. Okay, here's what we got. We have the egg and salmon, whatever that bake. Egg and salmon bake. I put some sardines on the front. I think Smokey smells them. So we got some sardines there. We got the egg and the cheese and the salmon. So there we go. Voila. That's what you call a throw together meal. Okay, now for the taste test. Got my dirty knife. Let's just go right for the salmon. How about that? Can you see that? baked salmon. It could be more moist. Maybe I should have used some of that juice. It's good. I'm gonna try a little egg too. Because there's bacon in there. Not bad for a throw together meal. Not the greatest, but interesting just for a throw together. Delicious.